Hello, everyone. It's Chris with HomeWire here, and I'm very excited to announce HomeWire 3.0 today. It's showtime, guys. Let's talk a little bit about HomeWire 3.0. All right. So, Jimmy Dean, one of my quotes that I love so much is I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. And I've been in real estate for over 20 years. Most of you guys know this. If not, well, yes, I've been in it over 20 years. I've been through thick and thin. I've started off um, with my first wife, who passed away back in 2011. And we had a real estate business back in 2000. And prior to that, we also did a little bit of rehabbing and flipping back in those days. So not only have we had real estate investment experiences, but we've had the broker experience, the agents, anything dealing with real estate, property management, you name it, we've done it. And we're always growing each and every angle of that business, or as one would call it, legs of the businesses. There's tons of different legs in real estate that you can do, that you can extend off of, which is great, and that's why real estate's so exciting for me. But within those 20 years, the directions change all the time, right? We went from a market that I bought a flip and rehabbed it, and we went right into a recession, and the bubble burst, and we lost $35,000 on our first flip. It's a very difficult time. It was our first flip, and it was discouraging, but we got into the real estate market, decided to start working with investors. We started working with the REO market, which stands for real estate owned or bank owned, as you may know. And we decided to change as the market changed. We were always in front of it. I've always been in front of the times, always kind of looking, reading magazines, reading things like Default News, which is DS News, reading things like Bloomberg and articles and newspapers, and always staying on top of what is trending and what is the new. And as the real estate market changed, and so do we. So every time we just try to get a few steps forward, and that's why I wanted to. That's why I came up with this HomeWire 3.0. Is agents were talking to me, agents were talking to other agents, as agents do, and they felt the need that when I'm recording this, COVID-19 is a thing, because we're recording this in 2020, and depending on when you're listening to this video, it may be totally different by then. But what we're noticing is back in our grassroots of HomeWire, where we were, we have always been virtual. So we've always had the experience of always being like an on-demand broker. We've been always out there helping agents, available at some crazy times of the day. Whether some I've been talking to agents as late as midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Not that I'm doing that right now anymore, um, but it's real estate's always something intrigued me. But even with COVID-19, what it's proven is the world is changing. The world is changing, as you can see it is. We've been changing like this for 10 years as a company. Is it's as far as doing, everyone's doing Zoom meetings, everyone is working virtually from home. They're doing things differently, social distancing. But we've always been ready for this change. We have been doing this for quite a long time. And about a year and a half ago, we decided to do a 2.0 version, which was trying to bring agents more into synergy, into more of an office environment, do education once a week, bring them in. And what was happening is we found out that most of our agents were too busy with appointments, didn't make the time, or they just really didn't want to feel the energy to come into the office, and they wanted to basically learn virtually. And that we noticed that we saw a lot of offices that were like, well, hey, maybe this office concept will work. We'll have everyone come in, we'll do all these sessions, but what it came out to is attendance was very low. So we basically hit the reboot. And that's when we came up with HomeWire 3.0, is how can we still be a service to our agents, give great quality service to our agents, to our clients, to our customers, and still progress forward, and also give the advantage to our agents, allowing them to basically go off and do their own business, but be their support system. And Missy and I sat down, we figured out, hey, why don't we go back to our grassroots? Why don't we go to HomeWire 1.0 when we were 100% format? But let's also make it profitable for the agent, but also profitable for HomeWire. The 1.0 version did not work for us as a brokership. We were always running into the red. I'm not interested in running into the red. We were offering so many services, as far as like a online website, emails, you name it, anything technology, our cloud system, our 360 communication. All those things cost us money. We have an office, so we have an expense there. So we had to do things between the 1.0 and the 2.0. So we needed to come up with a blend, like a fine wine. And that's exactly what I feel like we've done here today. So that's why I'm super excited about it. And man, when I pull up, you guys may see this as like an office setting with a beach setting. With the monitor there and the beaches in the background. I just get super pumped about that, because that is really what we were all about. That's how we designed that. That was the grassroots of who we were. We love to travel. We love to be with our family. We love to be other places. And let's face it, if you can work virtually anywhere in the world, why wouldn't you? So that's exactly what we decided to do. So let's talk a little bit about who HomeWire 3.0 is not. So over to the left-hand side here, guys, we have the water bubbler, or water cooler, as they call it, with a coffee. Not that we don't have services. We do have water bottles at the offices. We do have coffee available to you guys. We still encourage you guys to come in. We still encourage you guys to come in and kind of network together, form teams together. We still want that synergy. But every time I was at an office back in the days when I had office settings, it seemed like there was no IPAs there. There was no income producing activities. If you're going to go to the office just to unload on your personal business, or if you're going there and trying to create some, anything other than synergy, that's what an office is there for. It's for coming in, getting a business done, building a little bit of synergy between people, inviting other people. Hey, let's do lunch at the office. Hey, let's go to Starbucks. The office is so much more than just clinching around, or surrounding yourself around the water cooler. And then I have over here, as you guys know, as my sense of humor is always there, right? And funny or not funny, the Wolf of Wall Street there is it has their midget tossing, and that's not who we are. So the Wolf of Wall Street, if you're looking for an environment that is surrounding agents, are there every day, 9 to 5, Saturday, Sunday. That's not us. Not that we don't have that option available to you guys, but our office is about, let's get production done. Let's do what matters, get appointments, go to seller appointments, work with buyers, build your relationship, build your spheres of influences, get on the phone, make phone calls, you know, you won't make money right here with doing stuff like this. So HomeWire is also over to the right hand side there. I'm going to skip. I know you're looking at the left, but over to the right, you have the guy smoking, the broker smoking your dollar away, and with a big stogie and $100 bill, if that's what it is. That is not who we are. Like, we value your pocketbook. We value your time, your pocketbook, and because of that, we're very lean. Everything we do is very lean. We went out there, we built out these, huge companies, negotiated contracts with them. It came down to a product that we could just, basically, where HomeWire is just profitable enough that we can have it. We're more like a co-op where we kind of share the expenses. That's who we are. So we don't have fat. It's just something that doesn't exist in our company, and that's why we could do this HomeWire 3.0. And a lot of brokerships cannot. They don't have the negotiation power that I have. When I talk to vendors, I do the forever relationship. And that's what vendors see in us, and they see the future of our business, and they're super excited about the 3.0 version when I talk to them. So the other thing too is on the left hand side is, when they come here to blow smoke up your butts, I tell you the way it is. When you call me, when we talk about marketing, when we talk about other approaches, and I'm just going to give it the way it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So many times that I sugarcoat something, and it's just I see success not happening. So if you have a postcard idea and you're like, Chris, I think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I see it and it looks like crap. It looks like a 3-year-old did it. I'm going to tell you that it did. And we have resources to use to be able to do that. If something looks great, I'll tell you. If something doesn't look good, I'm going to tell you. Ask anybody that I'm around at, you may not like what I say, but it's what I've experienced in the past. It's when you're doing marketing, it's the approach of, why should somebody give a F about you, and how are you going to be different in the business? If you're just going to send off a postcard that says just sold, why does that matter? Why does somebody really care about you just sold a house down the road? You need to get a postcard that's, stands out. You need to get something that it looks like, oh, this person's different. You need to send the biggest postcard that you can. You need to do every door step, EDDM on it, and you need to get it out there. And then not only do you only need to do it once, you need to do it 5 or 6 times before it will even draw attention to that area. So I'm about frequency versus, quantity. And that's little things that I could, I tell my agents, it just, again, I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt. I'm always looking out for your best interest. Am I right all the time? No. But a lot of times I am. I know what works in the markets. I know what matters through trial and error. And I have, over $1 million in marketing that I've either thrown out the door or retrieved back. And we'll keep going. And those are things that you can use my experience over the last 20 years, what's worked, what's not, come up with ideas, come up with solutions. That's just one thing that who we are not is we're not going to waste money or time. So let's go into who HomeWire 3.0, and this is why I'm so excited, guys. Like, I feel like I'm back to our grassroots, and I'm really happy to be home and who we are, what we're doing, because this is more what we do. What's crazy is we've been doing this social distancing, virtual brokership since we started Integrity Home Sales, which was our first brokership. I started even before that when we were in North Shore Homes and Homestead, Realty Executives, and we really came up with the perfect blend of what works. I've always been on top of technology. I thrive in technology. I've consulted technology, anything that makes you guys more efficient. I'm all about. I'm an open book when there's new ideas. I had some resources given to me by an agent about 2 weeks ago. I looked at it and I think we're going to implement that for a part of our team. Like, I am so open to certain ideas. If it makes sense, I am all about it. So over here, you just see, basically on the right hand side is you see, a guy pulling up another guy, and it's just from a mountain, and then to the left is they're sharing success, and that's where I feel like I fit in for you guys. I feel like that's where support fills in, is that we're here when you need us to be here, and when you want us to leave you alone, we'll leave you alone. But you're never on your own island. I mean, you may be on your own island enjoying the margaritas or pina coladas, but when you come back to a landing, a foundation, and you need some help in a transaction, in a negotiation deal, that's where our brokers are available to you. That's where I'm available to you. That's where a lot of people are available to you to help. And then I also want to build a community that each agent within our company helps watch out for other people. It doesn't always have to be the broker, guys. It doesn't always have to be me that's pulling you guys up. You guys have resources, which is each other. We are a family here. And the minute that we decide that we get away from that is a minute that, let's contact Chris, let's contact Missy, let's contact the broker on record, which are necessities at times, right? But when there are questions, it's also nice to get other opinions than just my opinion. So we have the social media, we have the Facebook masterminds for you guys. I really want you guys to start building the community within. That'll also give us a sense of checking in. Maybe an inspection went wrong. Hey guys, what do you think of this? Or hey, do you have a contractor for this? Or hey, do you have this? It doesn't always have to be, Chris's rodeo show when you're calling. I'd like you guys to start building a community within our community. That's what will help us grow. Here's again, here what HomeWire is. It's if you want to get away, you can get away. You want to work at the beach, you can. I know with buyers that's a little insane, but here again, guys, here's a suggestion. Once you guys build a team within, you build a family within, and somebody goes away on a vacation, there's no reason why somebody else from our office can't help you guys out. If you guys help one another, you guys can get away. Hey, I'm going away for a 5-day weekend to the Bahamas. Great. Let me help you out with your business, and then return that favor. Once we start building that community in there, guys can even do your individual teams or whatever you want. That's what's exciting about all this. So yeah, let's keep going. Over to the right hand side there, you see, it's more money in your pockets, guys. We're with this 100% format. This is going to be great. You guys are going to really enjoy this. And then on the left hand side here, you see all the technology, and that's what we're all about. So let's talk a little bit. Let's unveil a little bit of who we are and what we're doing. Again, most of you guys know about this already, but if you're coming into this new and you were at the 2.0, the 3.0 is going to be really, really attractive to you. So we have the 100% commission structure, and we'll go over that a little bit later. Then you have the virtual online 24/7 office. This is our cloud. This is our brokerment at the current moment. The brokerment's exactly our cloud. It's a communication within there. An on-demand broker. Whoever the broker is on hand, I want them to be available. It's during a certain time limit, 7 days a week, and available to you guys when you guys need it. That's what we're striving for. Then we have, support self-branding. This is where I went into, back from our grassroots again, guys. Self-branding is so important, right? HomeWire is just a tool. So HomeWire is just your support system. So if you have a team concept, a team idea, you want to get together with 2 or 3 people, or you just want to be your own team, and I have a few like transaction coordinators and whatnot within it. Build your own team. A team concept is a very profitable and enjoying adventure. So ours allows for self-branding, so you can have your own name, your just a real small, powered by HomeWire Realty little logo on the right hand side. Depending on the state, that has to be a certain size as far as a logo. You have to basically let everyone know that you work with a brokership. In the state of Wisconsin, it could be really small. In states like Florida, it has to be a lot bigger. Massachusetts, a little bit smaller. It depends on which market you're at. Minnesota, it could be small as well. But each market has a little bit of a different of a self-branding. But you guys could come up with your own logos, self-branding, your own cards, and then you can, just as long as there's a HomeWire on their logo, and it says affiliated or powered by, that's great with us. Quick pay commission. You guys basically you guys put the money in our Chase account. You put the money in, and within 24 to 48 hours, we ACH it to you. So it's super easy. No coming into the office and giving us a check. You go to closing, you put it in HomeWire's bank account. Currently, it's Chase right here. I don't know what it is at your particular office, but it chases the Wisconsin branch. You just put it in Chase, boom, done, good to go. And then you have our online 360-degree communication with the office of broker agents. Again, this right now is our Brokerment, which is also our secured online document storage. So everything's right there. No coming in the office, no faxing documents, et cetera, et cetera. Marketing guidance, we'll always have some sort of marketing guidance. Now, these might be people like Nicole at Printer Bees. It might be Chris at Brilliant, DPI. It might be other companies that help us out, or Brad. He helps us out a lot too as well. And so there's all kinds of different people that we could direct you on it. And you always have us as like a marketing guidance a little bit. If you're thinking of doing a campaign, just reach out, come up with the solution first. Chris, I'm thinking of doing this. Missy, I'm thinking of doing this. Brad, I'm thinking of doing this. Then we can lay it from there, come up with some ideas, and then we can sort through it. Then you have our marketing templates, and we'll start storing that in a cloud somewhere so you guys can access it. Right now we're using Facebook. There's files in Facebook that you can get to, and we'll help you get with that. And then we have the listing presentations in Facebook that you could print from home. But also, we will have copies, and we do have copies at the offices, and those are just at a cost basis. So if let's just say a listing presentation, let's just say it costs us $5 to make between the folder and all the color prints in there. It just costs you $5. You email us, let us know that you took one, and we'll just bill it on the next statement. And then you have the state of our CRM system. Right now we're using Chime. This works great. Same with agent website with IDX. This is, again, self-branding, your name, your leads. You put it on any social media outlets, you get the credit. And then they also have great training too as well. So we also have the Mastermind monthly meetings, whether this is Zoom or whether this is going in. This is something that traditionally we stopped doing a little bit, but we're going to get back onto it, where it's just a quick mastermind. People come and go as they please. You guys want to check in one month, go ahead. You guys don't want to, that's fine. I just don't want to hear from people, like, again, this is what we are not trying to do, is I don't want to hear from people that don't come to these meetings for 3-4 months, and then they come and they say, well, I'm lost. I feel like I'm not getting the support I need, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like there's no synergy within the office. That's what these Mastermind monthly meetings are for. Coming to the office, making time, setting your schedule aside. We're going to talk about what's going on with your business, what's happening in your business. And this is a great networking opportunity for you guys to come together. We might have a title company there come. We may have an inspector come in. We may have a hard money lender. Whatever it may be, we will have. So we just need you to, try to show up. And if you don't, no big deal. But like I said, it's another way to feel like you're part of something bigger. Um, and then you have also access to the mastermind group. Same thing, guys. Like, this is what I was talking about, is contribute to the Facebook page when you're going on vacation. Maybe put it out there, say, hey, I'm taking off for vacation, is there anybody that can watch my business? Or hey, I could do an open house this Sunday. Put it out there, let people know. Contribute to it. Don't just be someone who just kind of sits there and doesn't contribute to things, because that's a very lonely place to be. So, like, again, like, the family is going to be the family, and you guys show up, and you guys will feel like you're part of something. When you don't show up, you don't feel like you're a part of something. That's the thing. So we're there. I mean, I'm going to be there, Facebook. I haven't been there as much as I wanted to be. So that's a new thing where, I'll make sure I'm putting stuff in there. And we'll go from there. But it's also your community. It's not just my community. So it's about making it more, right? Every one of you guys are unique. You guys all offer something to us, and you guys share talents. That's what I like about the HomeWire family. So let's put stuff on the Mastermind Group. You have access to real estate investing training through HW Partners, HomeWire Partners. So that's the Chris McClatchy, that's the Eddie Spees, the notebooks. There's other ways to get into other things that sometimes we belong to AREA, and you can come in as a guest. It's all networking opportunities. It's all things that's available to you. Weekend classes that I can get at heavy discounts for you guys because I'm already part of it. Or if there's a new investment class that you guys are interested in taking, let's talk about it. Maybe we could sit down and come up with a plan for each other. You'll have access to all the office marketing material at cost. We talked about that a little bit. Access to the office. It's there. It's on a lockbox. You guys can use it as you want. 24-hour cash offer guarantee. So that is giving you guys access to the investors that we have within hand, where we can, you can offer like, hey, I will buy your house for cash. And then we have a cash offer guarantee, and you guys get paid. Okay, so it's a quick way to get paid. We close stuff as soon as 9 to 10 days. And what a nice way of not having to worry about marketing the program, putting it out there, taking pictures, whatever, and you guys get a great compensation program on that. You guys all have access to the Buy 911 auction platform. So that we're changing some fees, some rates, and you guys will get some information on that. But we have some really exciting things with what we're doing with that and what we're doing for the future. We have some promos to launch the Buy 911, because we're not completely there where we want to, and everything's been finally satisfied to where it's a great platform. It's working. Have most of the kinks out. I don't think technology will ever have all the kinks out, but nonetheless, this is a great way to auction off things online. Or it's also, I say auction there, but it's really an offer portal as well. Then you guys will have the Homeware Events. I know, we try to do once every month, once every other month, something like that, which is just a nice gathering. And it's a way for us to network. Again, we're all family. Again, your insurance is included. So let's talk about the plan. What's going on here, right? So 100% commission plan. Let's discuss it. So it's $3,500 a year. Okay, $3,500 a year. If you pay it up front, you can see the option on the right-hand side where it says 100% commission. If you pay it up front per year, is $2,900. So if you pay the $2,900, now this does not include your MLS dues. So this is $2,900 a year. Does not include any of the HomeWire leads. That's a different relationship. And you guys know those splits. Those are worked out with you guys. But if you want to come up, write a check for $2,900 plus. Some people said, hey Chris, listen, I'm going to do the $2,900 plus I'd like to pay for my MLS dues, or not MLS dues, excuse me, your MLS subscriptions. like whatever it is, you can kind of check that plus that, and you're good to go for the year. So you won't get bills unless if there's any um, errors from MLS, and those we can't avoid, right? So unless if somebody puts in the wrong zip code or something, and we get fined, that just is a pass through to you guys. So we have 3,500 a year. We're not doing anything on the insurance. That's included in your transaction fees, guys. So the admin fees are 225 admin per transactions. Annual cap is 40 closings on that. And we're setting up three easy ways to pay to do this. So if you can't come up with the 2,900, can't come up with the jack, I understand it. It's a good goal to make for the following year then. Again, this is fiscal year. So it's when we start this program with you. It's from that time, 12 months, okay? So you could do a couple things. You could pay on the first transaction. First transactions, excuse me. You pay 20% from the first closings, caps at 3,500. So if you have, let's just say, you have, $15,000, in commissions, we're going to take 20% of that, which is 3,000. You'd have, $500 more to go, but basically $50 a month for those 12 months plus the 20% and caps at the 3,500. So that's kind of how that works. So you also have the pay per month, which is 100% commission still. It's $295 a month, and that's it. You can go 12 months, boom, 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 boom. It is a 12-month commitment. So there is, if something happens, whatever happens, if if you go to ABC company a half through the year, is you're still contracted out for that monthly. So it's considered on a 12-month payment plan. $295 a month gets debited, plus whatever your transaction cost or your admin, transaction cost is, the $225 on top of that. But it's that easy. So it's three plans. It's the 20% from the first closings, caps at 3,500. The pay per month, $295. Or if you just want to pay up front, $2,900. And I'm sorry, that's not $2,900 a month. I need to change that. It's $2,900 for the year. I apologize. It says month there. It's supposed to be year. So cross that out where it says $2,900 a month. Ignore that. Little clerical error there. But that's the plan in general. So I looking forward to launching this 3.0 here in the next couple days. Thank you for sitting through this longer slideshow with me and presentation. And I hope you have a great one. Thank you.